Hi everyone, welcome to Your Job Easier, VAs for Every Industry. Today we're diving deep into how virtual assistants can transform the way that counselors or therapists run their practices. I'm thrilled to share this with you because at Alpine Virtual, we have helped our clients, including many therapists and counselors, save over 100,000 hours and counting by streamlining their work. So today, we're not just talking about the typical tasks that VAs can handle. You probably have quite a few ideas of things that virtual assistants can take off of your plate. But what I'm going to do is share some innovative ways that VAs can use tools like AI to make your practice more efficient, more client-focused, and maybe even a little more cutting edge. So let's jump in. If you're a therapist or you're a counselor, you're probably juggling a lot. You have client sessions, you have admin work, marketing, and you're trying to find a moment to yourself. A virtual assistant can be like your secret weapon. So they're working remotely on tasks and they're taking them off of your plate. They're coming up with some creative solutions to make your practice even better while you're focusing on your clients. I'm going to walk through with you some unique ways that VAs can support you. I'm going to share some real world examples of what some of our clients have done and used our VAs for. And I'm going to give you some ideas to just make your workday smoother and make your client experience even better. So first, we're going to talk about smart scheduling. Booking appointments and managing your calendar is a classic task, but they can take it to the next level with AI-powered tools. These tools, they don't just schedule, they also analyze your calendar and they see your patterns and they're suggesting optimal session times to avoid burnout. A VA can set up and manage these tools, ensuring that clients get reminder texts or maybe emails with links to virtual sessions. They can even use AI to predict no-show rates based on your client history and gently follow up to keep your schedule full. One of our clients was a therapist and they had a very busy group practice. And so she had her VA use tools to cut scheduling time from 3 hours a week to nothing. Plus her no-show rate dropped by 20% just because of these smart reminders. That's more time that she could spend focusing on her clients and it was less stress for her. So next, we'll talk about client communication. Responding to emails or intake forms is really time consuming, but a VA can use AI tools like Grammarly or Jasper to craft warm, professional responses in half the time. They can also set up chatbots on your website. These are going to answer questions like, do you take insurance or what's your availability? The VA trains a chatbot with your voice, your policies. So it's not going to feel really robotic. It's going to be more personal. And then for urgent inquiries, they will going to flag them for you. We had a client who used this as she was drowning in her emails, and our VA set up a chatbot with basic inquiries and used Jasper to draft the follow-ups. She went from spending 10 hours a week on emails to just 2 to 3, and our clients loved how fast they got responses. So now let's dig into documentation and admin. Intake forms, progress notes, insurance claims, they're all unavoidable for you as a counselor, but a VA can streamline them using tools like Notion for organizing client files or AI-powered platforms like Simple Practice for automating billing codes. They can even use AI transcription tools like Otter to convert your session voice notes into text drafts for your notes. And they can do this securely, of course, with HIPAA compliant platforms. One of our clients was a therapist and she used her VA to transcribe using Otter and then organize these notes into Notion, which really cut her note-taking time by 60%. It gave her extra time to be able to focus on her sessions. Marketing is also a way where VAs shine. You are wanting to attract the right clients, but creating content can be really overwhelming. So a VA can use AI platforms like Lumen 5 to turn your therapy tips into engaging video snippets for Instagram or YouTube. They can also use tools like Copy AI to draft blog posts based on your ideas. They can also use Canva's AI features to design visuals that match your brand. They can make infographics about mental health, for an example. A really cool one is they can use Answer the Public to find trending mental health questions, and then they can create content around them, which is really going to boost your SEO. We had one of our clients who reached a lot more for her grief therapy she was trying to focus on. So she had her VA use Lumen 5 to create short videos and Answer the Public for blog ideas. Within 2 months, her website traffic had really increased, and she actually got 4 new clients from organic searches. Billing and payments can also get a little upgrade. A VA can set up HIPAA compliant payment systems like Stripe or Square, but they can also go further with tools like QuickBooks integrated into AI analytics to track revenue trends or flag late payments. They can even use AI-driven platforms like Zoho Books to automate invoice reminders that are polite but also firm. One of our clients, she had a group therapy practice, and she had her VA set up QuickBooks with AI analytics. Not only did they save 4 hours a week on billing, but they also spotted a trend of lots of late payments, and they adjusted their policies, which increased their on-time payments by 30%. Here's another thing that's unique. VAs can leverage AI for client resources. For an example, they can create personalized resource lists using AI tools like Chat PDF, which scans mental health PDFs for articles and pulls out relevant tips for your clients. Or they can use AI-driven platforms like Wobot for Business to recommend free mental health apps as homework between sessions. So these tools keep your clients engaged, but they also show that you're cutting edge. A therapist that we worked with had her VA create resource packets using Chat PDF for her anxiety clients. Her clients loved it. They raved about it, and they loved the tailored tips, and it strengthened the trust in her practice. Let's not skip self-care because you deserve it. So a VA can use tools like Rescue Time to track how you're spending your work hours or suggest ways to protect your energy, like blocking off no meeting zones on your calendar. They can also research wellness resources or meditation apps that are tailored to your needs. One of our clients, she was a solo therapist, and she had her VA use Rescue Time to carve out an hour a day for lunch and for planning. And she said it was the first time in years she felt like she wasn't running on empty. Okay, so that was a lot of information, but how do you get started? First, take a moment to think about what is draining your time. Jot down tasks like emails or billing or marketing, and then imagine handing those off to a VA who's already trained in these smart tools, and they are going to make lots of recommendations for you on how to make your life easier. They work remotely, so there's no need for extra office space. They'll adapt to your practice's vibe. And the best part is you get to focus on what you do best, which is helping your clients thrive. I want to share a quick story. We had a therapist client who was specializing in trauma, and she was just burnt out from doing all the admin work. Her VA set up scheduling. She set up an AI chatbot. She set up the Lumen 5 for social media videos. And within a month, she was spending 10 fewer hours a week on admin, and she had 2 new clients from her online presence. It felt like she could finally breathe again. And that's the power of what a VA with the right tools can do for you. So if you're a counselor or if you're a therapist and you're feeling just overwhelmed, first, I just hope this helps you come up with some ideas about some ways that VAs can support you and some innovative solutions. You don't have to do it alone. And if you'd like to work with a vetted VA who's ready to start, I would love for you to book a call with us at Alpine Virtual. We'll chat with you about your needs, and we'll find a VA who's perfect for you. Just visit alpinevirtual.com to schedule a call. There's no pressure. We're just going to have a conversation about what you need and how we could help. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Job Easier. If you love these ideas, give this video a thumbs up or subscribe and drop a comment about which tip or tool you're most excited to try. Next time, we're going to explore how VAs can support another industry, so stay tuned. See you soon.